Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden. Website on the bottom is liminal11.com. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. Get it close enough. I think it's focusing. Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back here is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to, of course. What do we have for Scorpio? Okay. Let me get them all out here first. Do I want this to happen is the question. Do I want this to happen? I feel like something just fell right in my lap. And especially because this is a Scorpio reading. When I see this card, the Death card, that's your card. Whatever it was, well, I don't know. I feel like I gave up on something at one point. I was just kind of like, forget it. And I just walked away. I don't know what it was, but maybe there was something you were working on or somebody you wanted to be closer to in whatever sense. And it just didn't seem to be working. So you're like, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, forget it then. And you just kind of went your own way. And I feel like I felt good about that. Kind of like, you know what, I felt like I was beating my head against the wall. And I just stopped. I just stopped and I walked away. I was like, enough, and I left. And I feel good about it. I felt like that was what I needed to do. And boom, out of nowhere, it's right back in my lap. It's like I never left. It's kind of like this is still happening. I thought I was done with it, and maybe I'm not. I'm not sure if I'm happy about it though. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit cross with myself. You let me know if I'm wrong with that. I mean, I'm sure you'll let me know. I feel like I'm a little upset with myself. Like, I thought I was done with that. I keep feeling that energy. Like, I thought I was done with that. And it's boom, it's right here again. So I have to decide, now that it's right in front of me again, I feel like I'm going to do something with it. But I'm questioning, like, am I going to, like, put it away and just, like, clean it up and get it out of my way and move on again? Or do I want this? Because before it wasn't working out. I couldn't get close enough to it. It feels like before I couldn't get close enough to it. And now, bam, it's right in my face. It's, like, right here. So I'm like conflicted. Like, do I really want it? I thought I walked away from this. I could pick it up, move it away, put it over there, and then continue on my way if I want to. I don't have to do this. But I did want it before. Do I want it now? I feel like I'm very internally conflicted about this. I'm like, I don't even know. Frustrated, really frustrated. You're gonna have some conversations with whoever this is. Very direct. Partly because kind of like, if they don't have the backbone to really hang with me, then run now. Run now, sweetheart. If you can't handle it, run now. Run now. I'm not saying I'm showing my poker hand. I'm not saying that. But, like, I'm having some very direct conversations. So, like, if they've done stuff, I'm pointing out what I know they've done, maybe something like that, or like certain things have happened in the past. I'm like highlighting things, and I'm like, and that's your reaction before. What's your reaction now, and how do I know that that's the truth? Very direct, very, very direct. Again, doesn't mean you're showing your poker hand. I'm just saying when you want to say something, when you have something to say, you're getting right to the point. Like, boom, that this is what I'm thinking. This is what I want to know. Scorpio is very smart too, emotionally especially. So you might be like doing this just to read their reactions. Kind of like, I need to know what's going on here. I need to know why they're showing up. I need to know more information. Like, why now? Why now? We're gonna go with this. So this is there. This is what's coming at you. The Lover's card with the openness. It doesn't have to be romantic. Can, if it fits for you, cool. If it doesn't have to be that way. Like, this could be a friendship, a business connection. For some of you, this literally is business, where somebody has just realized like how much value you really hold in the situation, and they're very open to what you want to do next. Whatever this is, it took a while for whatever's going on here to really come to peace with your connection and who you are. And once they finally figured it out, then they're like, no, you know what? I think Scorpio would be perfect. Let's do Scorpio. Scorpio would be great. Yes, Scorpio. Scorpio all the way. And they're very moldable to what you want to do. Like, can we get a little bit more about this energy if it's possible? Is it current energy or is it permanent energy? It's like, is it transit? Is it in transit here? Star card, and then the Two of Fire. So they want changes, and they want things to go better. They're trying to get a hold of their lives, and the way you do things seems to be there's a better chance that there could be a better life here. And if they just kind of align themselves with you, not only will things get better, but there's a good chance they'll stay better because you seem to kind of roll with the punches better than most, at least in their opinion. So they're trying to align themselves with a winner. I don't really get good or bad with that. I don't know. They want to align themselves with a winner. Now, Scorpio, water signs are intuitive. They just tend to be. I'm saying that as a Pisces. Cancer too, and then you, Scorpio, of course. Give this a season is kind of the advice. Season is usually about 3 months, right? For some of you, this might be like the end of the current season whenever you're watching this. So like it's fall now where I am. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I believe it's spring, right? Makes sense. You might wait to the end of the season. Give it a season. Give it a season. If they still seem to have the same attitude, then do what you got to do. But like, if you really want to give this fair shake before you decide what you're going to do, give it a season. I feel like you can amuse yourself. Okay. I feel like you can amuse yourself with this person for a season, and it's like no harm, no foul. I don't know. You decide, obviously. 9 of Pentacles, and then the Emperor. This person has a mix. Part of they do have some qualities that do match you. They do have some qualities that are a little bit not so great. I feel that's why they're saying. I feel like there's like, give it a season. See how, like, whatever's not working isn't gonna work. Whatever is working is probably gonna stay. Just kind of like put yourself in that, like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. 2 years from now, am I still gonna like them, or am I gonna need help? Burying the body. 5 years, 10 years. I shouldn't say that, but I did. So, like, will I still like them, or will I be like, give it a season. I keep getting that same. Like, is there something else I'm supposed to say with that? You'll know what to do. If you give it a season, you'll know what to do. And I also feel like I'm also looking to see, like, does this person only help those who help them? I feel like that's very pivotal on this thing. And you decide whether that's good or bad. Obviously. You're going to anyway. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Pay attention to that. Do they only help people who help them, or are they somebody who seems to help everybody they can get their hands on? Keep an eye on that. It seems to make more sense over time. I don't know. Because what I get is that you're going to make a decision. This person is going to prove to you whether you want this or not want this. I don't feel like this is an answer, but maybe because I do feel like you're going to get along with this person in this time period. I don't think that's really in question. But it's kind of like I'm watching how they do things. I'm seeing what motivates them. I feel like I'm enjoying them, but I feel like after one season passes, I know whether this is going to work. I can do that 2-year thing, 5-year thing, 10-year thing, and I'm like, you know what? I think this is going to be like it's okay for now, but in 2 years I'm going to be like, or I'm kind of like, you know what? It's okay right now, but in 2 years I think we're going to do really well. I think this is good. I understand how they work. You know, everybody has their differences, and their differences are fine. Especially when I got the Emperor. Emperor can be brutally honest. You can do more with honesty than lies, that's for sure. I mean, not for nothing, I think. So, the fact that they're very, very truthful with you, because I do feel like they're very truthful. Also, let's look at that in a way. The truthful thing, some people blow themselves in. It's not so much that they're forthcoming with the truth, they just are really bad at not being truthful, if that makes sense. They do stuff and they blow themselves in. I don't know how to explain that. So if that shows up, you'll see that. You know, there's just some people who do that. I don't know how to explain that. Like, people try to screw other people over, and then they can't hide it. Like, it's obvious that they did it. It's almost like they wrote a signed written note, signed written confession every time they do something. There's just some people who do that. Give it a season. Give it a season. Let's just say it for the rest of my day. Give it a season. Give it a season. It's driving me nuts that I keep saying it. You got fire and water coming in here. There's like a 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. Like, I don't know. It's going to depend on what the points of contention are, and realizing that those points of contention will not be leaving, and how I can manage that over the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Once I feel like this, as a Pisces, I've learned this with certain people. Once you accept the shortcomings and where you don't match, it's sometimes you just don't get offended by it anymore. You're kind of like, oh, they do that. Like, and especially when you realize they don't just do it to me, they literally do it to everybody. It's just one of their personality traits. I don't think it's fair to say it's a flaw, because it may be a flaw to me, but maybe it's an asset to somebody else. It's just like one of their personality traits. And it's kind of like when you see it for what it is, and kind of like that's who they are. There's something about these personality traits. You gotta just get a moment here to really feel and soak in it and go, okay, yes, or okay, no. You'll make the decision. You just need that season to make your decision. You need that season. That's the answer, right? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.